11, packed up, paired up, 20 rows deep. Time to go racing, 15 minutes on the board. Green flag flies, and we're racing again at Gingerman Raceway.
Oh, did Jensen get, Swenson got a great start. I thought he might be able to thread the needle between those two ASM machines. That didn't happen. It looks like Smedegaard's going to hang on to it, but boy, I'll tell you, Swenson was ready. But look at Houghton, up and around the outside.
A little bit of dirt and dust flying in the background in turn 1 as they exit turn 2 now. The run up to turn 3. ASM S2000's going toe-to-toe. Andy Smedegaard, Tom O'Gorman, as they did in race 1. Smedegaard leads the way, drops the tires in the dirt. Houghton and Swenson battling for third place. Houghton gets through.
Wow, what a move. And oh, look at James bouncing through the dirt there.
Up and clear. We get to turn 5. Smedegaard, O'Gorman, Houghton, and look at Kerry James sails down the end. Oh no, that was Robert Thorne, rather.
Is that Thorne?
It was Thorne that got down the inside of Curley. And look at Walbaum now, side by side with the 44. Drag race up to turn 7. Walbaum finally gets the pass done on the 44 and completes that in turn number 7.
Well, that was a heck of a start by Thorne. He started 6th and was on the hammer immediately, and a really aggressive move, nice pass up front.
Wasting no time to get forward. You don't have a lot of time to play with in this series. Here's a good battle. Waldbaum, Kerry James, and Eric Jensen. That's an LS Swap FRS chasing those two, the M3 and the S2000 ahead of them.
Just feeding it up into this really, really crucial corner here.
Waldbaum a little wide on exit.
A little bit.
Just behind him, that's Eric Meadows in the number 3. That's that silver Miata chased by young Matan Rosenberg, the 18-year-old out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, Matan got a nice exit, didn't he? Oh, and here comes James maybe on Waldbaum.
Can he get, big dive on the brakes into turn 11. Waldbaum leaves the space. And through turn number 11, I think Waldbaum will carry the speed, but now Kerry James will be able to drag race him towards turn 1 again.
Yeah, and that's that overlap rule, and these guys, they play it to perfection, and it works. And that's one of the really cool things about it here. And looking back, Waldbaum, James, Jensen in that mix, Meadows right there. Meadows in that earlier race ended up finishing well down the order, had an issue. This is an opportunity for some serious redemption for him.
And Kerry James again keeping the pressure on Waldbaum now into turn number 3. The sun getting low in the sky. The fans have lined the fences here. Thousands of spectators have come for music and motorsport here at Gingerman Raceway. The background, look at Andrew Rains side by side with Louis Chatroop. They're door to door. I think that's either Felipe Gonzalez or Jake Jornstad chasing the duo as they head towards turn number 5. Scott Robertson, who was involved in that collision, he's back on track. That is Upham, Wes Penn, and Wes Case all in the line. M3, Miata M3.
Ooh, look to the inside. And that wasn't so much an overlap issue. It was that 767 going to be able to just get that turn done without pushing out wide? And Wes Case got it done. Boy, it's close quarter stuff up there.
Not quite the overlap to get the Red Eye Racing M3 down to the inside of Wes Penn's new livery on this car, the 113. Seen this car around quite a bit in GRIDLIFE Touring Cup over the years, and looks really pretty. Dropped a tire there at corner exit. Look at this pack. That's Scott Robertson chasing Fiona Liu in the 88 ASM car. Look at this gaggle behind Christoph. That's, again, Andrew Rains. I think that's Chatroop, and then it's Upham, the other Performance Zero Works car, and then one of the Myriad Motorsports S2000s.
Side by each as they come running down that back straight. I figure we're close enough to Canada to throw that in.
Certainly. That is, looks like Jornstad in the 23.
Ooh, late move, and got it woed down before he got into Christoph. So that was a nice bit of overtaking there by Rains.
And where has O'Gorman gone on the timing and scoring screen? Smedegaard, Houghton, Swenson, Thorne, Curley. O'Gorman is missing. We'll update you when we have information on that as we continue to follow this battle here just outside of the top 10.
Christoph Rains. Love the colors and graphics on that number 23 of Jornstad. Just a really pretty package. Oh, and was that...
Yeah, Paul Curley was a long ways off track. He's got all sorts of mud and dirt on his car. There's Christoph again in the 86 CRX. Rains, another car dropping tire here. A lot of dust flying around at corner exit, using every inch of the road.
Well, you know what? Some of this, I wonder, is normally we would have had, another couple of time attack sessions on the track after the drift. And the drift guys do tend to pull some dirt and debris up onto the track on occasion. And I wonder if that's maybe part and parcel of this here, as we're seeing a lot more of that dirt up in the air.
Oh, here comes the Myriad Motorsports 9 Live Racing car. This is actually teammates here. Joel Morrison in the 9 Lives Racing car is now a Myriad Motorsports member. So those two S2000s, that's friendly fire there between those two.
And just trying to track. Yeah, O'Gorman now is shown
50th
at this stage. And only one lap in the book. So don't know what happened, but
Strong start. Not a great finish
launch.
today, no. First and almost dead last in back-to-back races. Again, we talk about the point structure. It's not going to be a good weekend if that trend continues. Here's a battle for third, Swenson and Robert Thorne.
And that one thing we know about the BMWs is they're really good on the brakes. But how about, as I was about to say it, Houghton suddenly comes out of one, slows, and pulls off to the side.
Oh, that's heartbreaking for Houghton again.
From second.
That's going to shift the order now. This is a battle for P2 between Swenson and Thorne. Look at the pack behind him. Curley, Waldbaum, and the 44 Kerry James. But I hope Houghton can get far enough on track that doesn't trigger a caution. We've still got a long time left in this race. We don't want to have to send trucks out to go get Houghton, so hope he pulls off far enough we can continue.
You know, Robert Thorne, when he ran a World Challenge a number of years ago, he was running McLaren 570S's in the GT3 category. I bet you right now he's having more fun.
I hope so. There's not a lot of racing that gets much better than this, especially at the grassroots level. But this is a fantastic battle. Now for second place, Jeremy Swenson, reigning champion in the Viking Performance Corvette. There's Paul Curley holding off a pack of his own. Eric Jensen sliding around in the LS Swap Vet. There's Eric Meadows. Oh, big slide there by Ron Solomon in the ASM S2K. There's Zach Lavoie. And Justin Lee and Luke LaGrue's old number 7. There's Lavoie and Matan Rosenberg. If you want to find a smile, go talk to Zach Lavoie. He's got one for you. Yeah. And Matan Rosenberg keeping the pressure on, though. I'm sure Lavoie is very focused right now.
Yeah, well, those two right now, their duel is they're just one spot out of the top 10, currently held by Ronnie Solomon, another of the ASM cars. So you know that Zach Lavoie, who's part of that team as well, and Matan would love to keep him behind him and go after him.
On board here with Joe Tullo, a rookie here this weekend. Great shot there, chasing down the hill. 1986 BMW that Tullo's got here this weekend. Here's Rains closing in on Ryan Christoph in the braking zone, and Upham closing in as well. And here comes Chatroop, another Performance Zero Works car. 1, 2, 3, 4 all in this pack, battling for position.
Well, I think Upham and Chatroop are going to be really pleased, especially Chatroop, because he got that car on Wednesday when they did the swap and put the Honda engine in it. And he said, it handles great. We're just working on power applications right now. And I think he's going to be pretty thrilled with that ride right now.
Definitely. Chasing each other down towards turn 3. Rains keeping the pressure on Christoph. Upham keeping the pressure on Rains as they stagger through corner number 3. Very different power to weight ratio, or very different power levels, I should say. Very similar power to weight ratios, despite the differences in drivetrain, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive in that group. Lightweight Honda-based car, BMW-based car, BMW-based car.
There we go. But all 4 of them running Honda engines.
Yes, that is true. K-Swaps in the Performance Zero Works car. That's funny how that works. Here's Chatroop again, more friendly fire between these two. Both these cars on the same team. Upham's way sideways through 7 and has his teammate hot in tow.
That's that wonderfully tricky corner. Here we go. Thorne right on the rear deck of Swenson. Is he going to be close enough? Because we know that BMW can get it done on the brakes. Here he comes.
Oh, late on the brakes. Not close enough. Not enough overlap behind him. Curley, and I think that was...
Oh, big wiggle by Swenson. That could give a big opportunity by Thorne down into the braking zone of 1, and Swenson immediately tries to cover. What happens down into 1?
Side by side for a moment. Here they are to the inside. Thorne gives the bumper to Swenson sideways through the first corner. He gives it back. That was friendly of him. Through turn 2 now. That's how we race in GLTC, Greg.
That's right. That was just a little chrome horn. Just, hey, I'm here. Don't forget about me. But up front, Smedegaard,
check it out.
You know he's obviously, given that golden opportunity to start up front once again, wasn't about to waste it.
So great battle for second. Smedegaard has gone. Behind him, Paul Curley and Matt Waldbaum are having a great scrap amongst themselves. But this battle for second got hot very quickly. And Thorne back at it again, trying to chase this Viking Performance Corvette down. And I think the Corvette, as the race goes on, those tires like to overheat. So that will make this Corvette a little bit more unwieldy towards the end of this 15-minute race.
It's going to be interesting to see, too, what Waldbaum can do here, because his best finish came at the most recent round. I think in the last of the 4 races, got his first podium. And right now he sits 5th, was 6th in the race earlier today. So he's got some motivation here as well. But I'll tell you what, right now, Thorne is being exactly that into the side of Mr. Swenson.
Oh, a little hot into turn 10B behind him. Look at Curley, overdrives 10B. Waldbaum tries to cross him up, side by side. Woo, this is a good battle.
He is inside. Now it's a drag race, and you would think that would go Curley's way here.
I think it will. Again, this is a V8 versus a K-Series 4-cylinder, and there's the drag from the wing on the rear of the ASM S2000 as well, but right in the braking zone again, closes back up. He's right to the rear bumper of Curley through turn number 11.
And again, you know, the problem is when you get, even though you may be faster on a lap, when you get behind the guy you're chasing, unless you get by him quickly, you've got to run his speed, and it kind of negates what you're capable of doing. So I wonder if we're going to see Matt get a little creative somewhere here.
Going to have to.
Yeah.
They don't give him to you. Waldbaum running in 5th right now, a solid day, but he knows there's a position he can get with the right run at the right time. But where the advantage is going to come into 10B, it's after that long sweeping section where Curley's car is not going to be as nimble or as downforce laden as Matt Waldbaum's car. Again, the wing makes a big difference at high speed.
Yes, it does. It does indeed. And of course, those heavier vets, they just tend to drive the tires off a little bit, which means you know, everything you do, you have to start doing sooner. You have to slow down sooner. You know, even turn in a little sooner on occasion. Oh,
Eric Meadows dropping down the order just a little bit. Solomon got by him for 8th. And here we go again. This is where Curley's car is going to begin to suffer in these high-speed sections, and where Waldbaum is going to find advantage. He needs to get alongside and maybe clear in 10B. Here comes the run. Waldbaum around the outside of 9. That's not going to work. Tucks in tight through 9. Looks driver's left. I'm not sure that that's the line you want out there, but he's going to try it. Now tucks back under. Couldn't quite make it stick.
Boy, Curley put that car exactly where Waldbaum would have wanted to go on an over-under move. That was a savvy bit of racecraft by Curley. He just parked Waldbaum, didn't give him the lane.
On board again with Joe Tullo from Medina, Illinois, and chasing the 55. And through the fast section of the backside of the racetrack, Tullo again, new driver to the series. White flag, 1 lap to go here. Or checkered flag, rather. Checkered flag. It's Andy Smedegaard gets it done in the 212. Wins the race here in Grid Life Touring Cup race number 2 at Gingerman Raceway. Swenson second place, Robert Thorne. Then it's Curley and Waldbaum. I have to imagine Waldbaum's going to be a little frustrated with that last lap there, but you got to get it done somehow.
Thorne too, maybe.
Maybe Thorne too, but
you know,
side by side, hopefully throwing up the high five gesture. But Smedegaard, Swenson, Thorne, Curley, and Waldbaum, the top 5. That is James Jensen, Solomon Meadows, and Matan Rosenberg. Top 10. You know what that means, Greg? He's in the top 10 shootout.
Nice. He was so amped about thinking, I could maybe do this finally. And that is great. And for Thorne, by the way, he's driven only 1 race other than this one at Atlanta Motorsports Park. That's his 3rd podium.
That's awesome for Thorne. Rosenberg, though, how about that? I'm so excited for him. That was his goal, and that's a lofty goal in a field this
It was. And remember,
tough, you know?
What, like 2 laps ago, he was 12th.
Right.
So he really made a couple of moves on both Preston and Lavoie.
Look at this final corner for these two. Tullo on back to 55. Coming to the line. I don't think we're quite going to get the drag race we were hoping for. Here they come, nose to tail.
That's a battle for 43rd, and it's as intense as anything on the track. You got to love that. Here they go.
Through turn 1, take the checkered flag.
Yep.
Well, I will say this, Greg. Race 1 was great. Race 2 was better.
Oh, it was indeed. It was superb. We had great battles. And tell you, the battle for 2nd, the battle for 4th was absolutely stellar.